I have the patch notes right here. This is you can see who it is. I gotta be careful how I zoom in. I don't want to spoil who it is already. Okay, so I have the patch notes early. These are not supposed to go out for I think 2 more hours, but I'm here to show you guys not only what the new event is called Time for Tactics, but also the new champion that's not been revealed yet. So here we go. Playable on November 5th at approximately 11 AM PT tomorrow. Our last event of the year, Time for Tactics, is here. Inspired by TFT's mechanics, these event adventures feature a new set of powers and items to shake up your strategy. The event is available to access via the compass button in the top left corner of the world map. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I haven't gone over these yet. I just saw there were a bunch of new powers. Time for Tactics event. New powers, items, and cards. New adventure powers. Ascension. So this is all based around, I guess, the new TFT set, or just powers that are in TFT, augments that are in TFT. I'm not really sure, one of the two. So, Ascension, common. Starting in round 5, allies have +3/+3. That's actually pretty cool. I already like this. I'm assuming that these are, you go into an adventure, and these are like part of the adventure, or selected randomly. Something like that. I'm not sure how this works, but I don't think these will be powers you can choose. They'll just be there. So this is actually a pretty cool build around, I think. You just wait until round 5, and then you start winning. BRB. You cannot play cards in round 1. Afterwards, grant each card in your deck and hand an epic item. This one looks borderline impossible depending on what kind of adventure you're playing against. Like, an epic item is obviously really, really good, but most of the time, you are just dead on turn 1. I think this is funny to play with, though. I would play this, but you'll probably die a lot. This looks really hard to do. It's a rare... I really think that you're gonna go into an adventure, or like a fight even, and it will just have one of these randomly. That's what I think. Clear Mind. Round end, if you have no units, get a mana gem. So it's just like you need to play a spell deck or something? Get a mana gem. You get one. Forever? This one seems pretty good. Karma and Rise winning. Well, that's the new champion is Rise, guys. Cluttered Mind. Round end. If your back row is full, get a mana gem. Alright, this is just Nora. You just play Nora with this. You always have an extra mana gem. These are the patch notes. This is the first image I have. There's nothing interesting here. If you... Yeah, back row? I mean, I'm assuming back row just means you're bored. Wait, is that the first time they call it back row? I feel like this is a term from TFT that we don't know. Swain? Oh, that's true. Yeah, Swain. No, you're right. Swain does specify back row. And Bessa skill too? Okay. Rictus? Okay, so it's not the first time we see it. It is in the game. Cybernetic Implants is epic. Allies have +1/+1 for each item on them. Up to 3. Wait, this is broken. What? Okay, it does say up to 3. But this is like, what is it called? The one where you get +1/+1 for each keyword you have. Yeah, it's up to 3. That kind of sucks. But this is really easy to activate. Evolution, that's the one. Evolution. Evolution. Yeah, the one that got turned into a legendary. Double Trouble. While you have exactly 2 copies of the same unit, they have +3/+3. What the hell are these, man? When an ally survives damage with exactly 1 health, fully heal it. Oh, this is pretty good. On board. I mean, I'm assuming this means board. It would just be on board, I think. If you have 2 of the same copy on board, they have +3/+3. This is honestly pretty good, I think. You can really play around this. Really good for set. Yeah, you're right. Set is always 1 HP. When you summon an ally that costs 3 or less, grant 5+ cost allies everywhere +1/+1. Little Buddy? Wait, this one is broken. No? I kind of like how you're trying to build your deck around these. My problem is always with these, like, sometimes a +1/+1 is just so, like, not meaningful, and you don't even bother building your deck around it. You just go for the strong synergies, and you ignore these augments. I hope that's not the case. But that could also be because, like, my stuff is just really broken.
So we're getting a bunch of TFT augments. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the Time for Tactics event. I think this is really good, though. It's when you summon. Yeah. It's when you summon. This is like perfect for Nora as well, because you do this regardless. And then once you start playing or summoning your big champions, they all have +1/+1. Rather like +10/+10 or something. All allies have the same random keyword. The keyword changes each game. Can't wait to get Sharpsight. Paraforce. When you play a 4-cost unit, summon a different 4-cost unit from your deck. A different 4-cost. This one is insane though. Holy crap. Like, these are really fun to build around, I think. You just put all the 4s in your deck and they just summon each other. You draw a 4, it summons another 4. Pandora's Board. Round end, transform each ally into a random unit that costs 2 more. Wait, round end? Every round end? Wait, you gotta play Nidalee with this. These are all powers, and I have no idea how they'll actually work in the game. Maybe it's like every single fight you get a random one. But you lose Nidalee? Yeah, I mean, who cares? It's her powers you care about. Round end, add a random common item to a random card in hand. Up to 3 per card. It's round. Oh, this one is terrible. So if you have 3 items on a card already, it just doesn't do it. I wonder if you can get like multiple of these and then they start synergizing with each other. Each round, the first time you kill an enemy, create in hand a 1-cost 1/1 copy of it. That one's pretty fun. I like this one. Round end, grant +2/+2 to each ally in hand with cost less than or equal to your number of mana gems. Like, if you have something with round end, and you have the one that on round 5 or whatever, your units all have +3/+3, you're actually gonna go, like, pretty huge on stats. Oh yeah, Bard. Yeah, this would be good on Bard. Game start, create a champion duplicator in hand. I wonder what that does, guys. What do you think this does? What could that possibly do? This might be fun on, like, Vhagar or Viego. Allies have lifesteal. Your max Nexus health is reduced by 60%. Yeah, this is TFTX RUNETERRA, basically. Yeah. This one is hilarious. Hell not. Nah, I love this one. New items. Blue buff. Strike, refill your spell mana. This is like a better... There's one that does it on Nexus Strike. This one is just like a better version of it. Spell shield, regeneration, Dragon's Claw. Oh, these are all TFT items. Right? This is a TFT item. Golden Pan. I have all subtypes. Golden Spatula. When I'm summoned, grant other allies that share a subtype with me +2/+2. Oh, you just need the Golden Pan and the Spatula. +2/+0. Overwhelm. When I'm summoned, there is a 50% chance to double this buff. Why? Oh, they should have done this on attack. It should be like, when I attack, +2 attack. There is a 50% chance to double this buff. That's what it should have been. Infinity Edge, +3/+3, Overwhelm, Quick Attack, Challenger. Wait, oh, this one is insane, by the way. That's actually giga broken. Wait, this one is completely over the top. Overwhelm, Quick Attack, and Challenger. Wow. What the hell? What? Overwhelm and 50% chance to critical strike. They're finally adding critical strike after Caitlyn has been in the game for a year. Game start. Grant me 2 random items to a max of 3. What does that mean? To a max of 3? So if you already have 3 items on something, it doesn't get any? So this is the champion duplicator. Summon an exact copy of an ally champion. Crazy. I would have never guessed that champion duplicator does that. Lesser champion duplicator. Summon an exact copy of an allied champion that costs 3 or less. Oh, look at this. New champion, Shyvana. Who would have thought? It's Shyvana, guys. That is the 2nd champion we're getting. Okay, I don't actually know what she does. Her powers, that is. So her deck is Shyvana, Cloud Drake, Screeching Dragon. So that's a 4, 6, and 5 mana card. Egghead Researcher, Ruined Dragon Guard, Dragon Guard Lieutenant, Confront, and Dragon Chow. Oh wow. Okay, so it's basically like the standard dragon package that you would play in a deck too. If Chow doesn't have Shadow Totem, the deck is done. It's like, what other cards do you play? If you maybe like this would be like the one deck where the Faded Dragon might actually be good. This is the one deck. Oh, and she has Molten Breath. An ally with Fury strikes the 2 weakest enemies one after another. Oh my god, the quality is so bad. Okay, I mean, it's readable at least. Okay, so we'll start with the 1-star. When you summon a dragon, it deals 3 to the weakest enemy. I mean, that's pretty good for Shyvana. Because Shyvana just wants you to strike stuff to level. It's pretty good. It's like a Trifarian Might, but for dragons. Fury of the Brood. +1 starting mana. All allied dragons have Fury. Your Fury buff are granted to all dragon allies in play and in hand, I think. That's honestly really good. Are there even dragons without Fury? Yeah, like those were all the dragons that were added recently, like recently with the last update, like the Fire Spitter. That's super good. I actually really like this. And then her 3-star, when you summon a dragon, it strikes the weakest enemy. So instead of dealing 3, it just strikes it. The only way this is a downside is if you have 2 attack dragon. A lot better than flat 3, unless you have a dragon with 2 attack. like the Fated dragon. That's really good. That's actually really good. Because this will also proc Fury. Assuming you kill it. But with this, your stats will get so big in hand as well that this will most likely just kill anything. And then it will proc Fury again for your entire board and your hand. This works really well together. You kind of just got to make sure you get the ball rolling. But I feel like there will always be a weakest enemy that one of your dragons can kill. The original one... Yeah, they all proc Fury. I mean, sure. It would proc Fury. It's just that... I'm saying that these two work together really well because this deals 3 flat, but you're buffing your dragon allies in hand. So they'll be a lot bigger than 3, right? If your Shyvana's 3 attack, this could buff your Shyvana to like 5 or 6, and then it's more likely that it'll kill something, proccing Fury again for your hand. I don't think it's enough for the higher end Avengers who couldn't kill. So it kind of depends on her item upgrades and her other powers. I kind of agree, but the reason is not for what you say, but it's more like the way her deck is. She has a 4, 5, and 6 cost dragon, and everything else is just the Fury proc guy and the Dragon Lieutenant. They'll probably get an item that says like, I have +1/+1 and I am a dragon. If they have one of those items, they'll actually be insane. If they have either one, if the Lieutenant or the 3/4 have that item, this will be an insane deck. And I bet they will. I also bet that one of her constellations, one of her lesser stars, is just going to be like, allies you pick up or your supporting champions have +1/+1 Fury and are dragons. That would be my guess. She does have Chow, yeah. Dragon Chow to give Fury, yeah. Pretty good, actually. Not bad at all. I think it's gonna be similar to Anivia, where it takes a second to get the ball rolling, but then once the ball is rolling, you'll just obliterate everything. 4-star, your Nexus is tough. Yeah, so I think they're just agreeing with me. It's like, yeah, early game you're gonna take some damage, and then you start snowballing. Once you start snowballing, you're good. It's kind of lame. It's kind of boring. Game start, get a mana gem. This could have literally been the power that... Isn't there one that's like, when you summon an ally, it becomes a dragon or something? Isn't there literally a power that says that? That might actually be top tier on Shyvana too. Get a mana gem. Okay, 6-star, Call of the Brood. Oh, this is Fury of the Brood. Okay. When allies attack, draw a unit. If it's a dragon, summon it attacking. I could see that one coming from a mile away. It's the Protective Brute Fodder as a power. That one is really good. Oh, this completely fixes her early game, actually, right? Yeah, because it's when you summon it. So this summons a dragon, and then it will immediately strike the weakest ally. Wow. I mean, the deck is extremely synergistic. If this happens and you summon a dragon and kill something, you will immediately proc Fury too. It won't be as buffed as your board and hand dragons, though. That's true. That is true. I think that doesn't matter that much, though. But you're right. Huh. Maybe this should have been like play, hand, deck. And then it would have been perfect. I like this. This feels synergistic. It feels cohesive. Pretty good. Okay, and her relic. If I'm a dragon, I have +4/+0 and Overwhelm. Otherwise, I have +2/+0 and Fury. Honestly, it's not bad, but it feels so anticlimactic. It's not an eco relic. It says if I'm a dragon, it does something. It doesn't make something a dragon. It's probably good because it makes Shyvana a game ender. Overwhelm is really important on like big stuff. But see, it's Demacia. It's Demacia. I think you just want Beast Within. I think you skip this and you play Beast Within, guys. Troll Crown, just play Beast Within. Beast Within is just better. So you really want to deck with only dragons. So just play Beast Within and all your dragons will have Overwhelm. They're also all gonna get pretty big. And new item. When I'm summoned, reduce the cost of the most expensive unit in your hand by 2. Oh, wow. Wait, I like this one a lot, actually. Oh, this one's cool. This one does have a lot of applications. I actually really like. I love this one. This is such a good addition. Her relic enables Starforge. It doesn't. Right? I think she's 3 attack. So +4, she's at 7. Does Beast Within give her +1/+1 in deck? If you play this and Beast Within, it's active. Yeah, she's a 3/4, so it's gonna be 7. And then there's Elise. Elise was revealed yesterday, but I'll give my rundown on her. Actually, before I do that, how would I rate Shyvana right now? Out of 10, I mean, it really depends on what items she gets in her deck. Right now, she'd be like a, I think a 6. Probably like a 6 out of 10. Shiv is an 8? No, I don't think so. The reason I don't think so is because it takes time to ramp. And Anivia was similar, but Anivia had a lot of freezes and board control. Shyvana has no early game dragons. Like, her cheapest dragon is 4. And the only way is by adding more to your deck, or if one of them has an item that makes them a dragon. And I bet she will. But I don't know that right now. Okay, Elise. Round start, someone attacking Spiderling, yup. Arachnoid Sentry, good spider. Shrieking Spinner, bad spider. Brood Awakening is good because Spiderlings. Shadow Isle, it's whatever. Spiderling. I love that Spiderling is in her deck, by the way, because you can add items to this. Spiderling is Elise's deck entirely. So, let's start with a 2-star because he's already in the game. +1 Starling mana. Round end, if an ally died this round, summon a Spiderling. This shit is so outdated, bro, but it's still fine because of the way Elise works, but it's not good. When allies attack, grant allied Spiderlings everywhere +1/+0 and the positive keywords of allied champions. So, the way Elise is played right now is you have Gale Force on her, you have the Yordle thing, and I forgot her last relic. But it's basically like all about equipping your Elise so you can give as many keywords to your Spiderlings as possible. And Scout is extremely relevant. Axe, yeah, the Fear Cleaving Axe, yeah. Because then you buff the stats on your Spiderlings on her attack. Yeah, it's basically a one-shot machine. The thing is, Elise is really fast, one of the fastest. She kind of struggles with late game adventures because of her lack of scaling. And she's kind of like all in on one turn. So, adaptation is new. When you summon a champion, grant it 2 random keywords allies don't have. This one is extremely good. This one is so sick, and it synergizes perfectly with Gale Force too. Because Elise attacks twice, gives all her stuff to allies, to Spiderlings, it gives them +1 attack twice. But then, when you shuffle her back into the deck, or she dies, you can play her again. Granting 2 more random keywords to allies they don't have. So it's all about buffing up your Spiderlings. This is super good. This is just going to be like, you're creating a army of Spiderlings that all look like Victor. That's literally it. You're making a Victor army. Okay, and her 6-star is, oh god. Game start, plant 3 Vile Maws as nightmares in the enemy deck. When a spider ally dies, place a copy of it as a nightmare in the enemy deck. When you play a spider, terrify 1. I think I got it. I saw it yesterday. Yeah, Fiddlesticks with Elise is gonna be nuts. I really like this. Here's the thing though. I think it's unnecessary. I think it's basically gonna be like you take some of Elise's you take her mana gem, you take her 4-star, you take some of her constellation nodes, whatever they are. It'll all make her slightly more powerful, but this just feels like it doesn't help her win faster, it just helps her add consistency. Consistency is important if you're playing the highest difficulty nightmares, but it's not that important if you're just trying to like bum rush adventures or like completing your dailies. It's still really good, and you're gonna keep your board full because of this. It's icing, not a better... Exactly, yeah. It's just like, it rounds out the deck really well, gives you a lot of consistency, but it's not gonna add like another layer of power. I don't know if that's enough to make her viable in Nightmare. I think it is. I think it is. Yeah. It says, when a spider ally dies, plays a copy of it in the enemy deck as a Nightmare, right? So if you summon a Nightmare, if you summon a spider ally Nightmare and it dies, it goes back into the enemy deck. You're basically never gonna run out of units. Does he kind of play like Nora with keywords? Kind of, yeah, I think so, yeah. You're gonna have to jump through a little more hoops to actually get her going, though. With Nora's just like, shuffle some portals and some of them. With her, you gotta like, with her, you just keep getting them randomly and giving them keywords. Thing with Elise is that we don't want her to level. Yeah, I actually don't really like that. I wish they would just add some text to her where she summons a spiderling on attack. It's kind of a miss. He also get Elise Nightmare if she die. Yeah, yes. You can. If Elise dies, he goes into the enemy deck because he is a spider ally. You can always have 6 units on board after like round 3, 4. And that's the thing though. Right now you do. If you're playing lower end adventures, which Elise is kind of meant for, you do. You always have a full board, but at higher level nightmares, you don't. And this helps with that. This is entirely so you can keep your board filled at those higher level adventures. And her relic is Spirit, Impact, Evolve. Power, fearsome allies can only be blocked by units with 5+ power. I actually love this. This is going to be a really good relic for anything with fearsome. This is going to be good on Fiddlesticks. It's going to be good on Nocturne when he gets added finally. It's probably going to be like really good on Vex too. It seems pretty insane on Vex, right? Yeah, I like this. This is a very, very good relic. This is the opposite of the Shyvana one. You definitely want this. Nasus, I feel like Nasus, yeah, it's good. I think you just want Overwhelm though on him. New item, Spider Fang, +1/+1, fearsome, and I am a spider. I bet they added this new item just so you can like put it in a constellation. It's just gonna be like your supporting champions are spiders. That's gonna be what it is. Okay. Purchasing a champion 5-star bundle unlocked the ability to purchase their respective Celestial Star bundle. So Elise, Shyvana, Darius. A new celebration bundle is now available for Darius, including a new unique relic. Why did they sent it to me early? I got the notes early. They're not out officially on the website. I just got to go over them like this. So I think it's just like a screenshot or something. I don't know. So the Darius relic is +2 attack and play Apprehend or something, which is stun an enemy, and if you have a Darius, rally. So when you play Darius, you're always rallying. Plus, Darius is 6 attack, so with the +2 attack from his relic, he's going to be 8. And he's going to be able to activate Titan Forge, which is really, really, really good. Frozen Tomb will be swapping into the Emporium for a limited time as Echoing Spirit is swapped out. Echoing Spirit is a lot better than Frozen Tomb, I'll tell you that right now. Gorlith the Unscalable has been removed from the pool of units you can create with Clash of Giants. Yeah, that's a shame. I kind of liked it. It was funny when it happened. No new maps? There's an entirely new event, so it'll have new maps with those new powers. Yeah, poor Gorlith, man. He deserved better. Fix an issue where some gifts from Beyond Powers had erroneous rarities? Somebody said PVDDR posted some extra constellation stuff. I don't see it, though. Fix an issue where... Oh, wait. I went way down. Fix an issue where striking VFX did not play correct when a Darken ally struck an enemy with the Darken Blade's relic power active. Okay. Fix an issue where Frost Spikes did not work properly from landmarks. I'm not sure rallying makes me want to actually try and cast Darius. I think the most significant thing for Darius is that you can now equip Titan Forged, and that directly synergizes with his 6-star, because you'll have 1 more mana, which means 1 mana better units. Instead of summoning 4, you're going to be summoning 5 mana units. And like for his 6-star, I think that's relevant. Fix an issue where Staunch Defender was summoning an extra unit if the first one was stolen by Irresistible Charms. Fix an issue where some skills copies by Annie's Dark Child power would fizzle inconsistently with their naturally created version. Fix an issue where the Honest Groupier encounter power was creating exact copies of units, including pre-game start created cards. Fix the crash when trying to sort the champion roster in Portuguese. So, Elise, how would I rate her? I rated Shyvana a 6 out of 10. She looks really fun to play. So, scream if you love Brazil. Ah! Obrigado. I think Elise is like an 8. I think I would rate it like an 8, maybe even a 9. The thing about Elise is that she's really fast. She's always been known to kind of just like power farm really, really, really fastly, like misfortune levels of fast. And then with this, you have a way to keep up with high level adventures. I really need to see like her minor star powers though. At least bonus stars. Support champions and 3+ cost followers you get have spider fangs. Yeah, that makes sense. Still, I don't think that's super relevant. Spells you get in the adventure has Terrify. That's good for a 6-star. Okay, yeah, it all kind of plays into not making her stronger on board, not giving extra power to your spiderlings, but just making sure that she has staying power if you're playing against more difficult adventures. Does it do anything pre 6-star? Nope. It's kind of weird, actually. It terrifies. Yeah, it's not like it gives -1 or something, right? I just wish she'd buff all spiders instead of just spiderlings. I think that would also be more fun. Might be too broken. Her 4-star is super good. Her 4-star is insane. Elise's 4-star should also be Kaisa's. Yeah, I could see that. Elise's relic is going to be super good. Top tier relic. Speaking of which, I am going to be working on a epic relic guide. I'll make a little video explaining what the best way is to get epic relics, as well as kind of put them in a tier list. But that's probably something I'm recording offline. I think that's something I'll do on stream. Just want to provide some value, because a lot of people have been asking for it. Shyvana bonus stars. Dragon followers you get have -2 cost. There's no way. Wait, really? That's actually insane. Shyvana's relic is the only source of fury for relics. Other champions might love that. Yeah, I get, like, you could even put it on Elise. Give your spiderlings fury. It's something. Both of them look really fun to play. I think I'm mostly going to be looking forward to playing the new event. The TFT event. That's probably what we're starting with tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming the new event tomorrow. And what I'll do is... First, I'll just check out the new event. See what this is all about. And then we'll play the new champions. I'll probably do like Elise and Shyvana or something. Because I already have Elise unlocked. Something like that. It definitely looks way smaller scale than the previous adventure, which makes a lot of sense. Or the previous event, I mean. The previous event was like just way over the top. And it was awesome. So now they're kind of just like scaling it back. Here's some TFT inspired stuff. And it's cool. Alright, looking forward to tomorrow.